1997 Corsa B, 1.2 litre petrol, manual gearbox. This one showing just under 49,000 miles in white. 4-door there. With it being white, you'd notice the rust quite easy. So we'll go around and we'll show you the condition of this one. Nice and straight up the bonnet, all down the both sides. Wants a good clean. There's a few little specks here and there that wants a good polish off, but all nice and straight across the bonnet. No problems at all with that. Headlights are nice and clear on both sides. Bumper corners are all scuff free. Nice and fresh and white, this one. All nice and tidy across the front end and the bonnet. A few little stone chips to worry about, and that's about it. As you come round the right hand side onto the wing, like I say, with it being white, you'd notice any rust from a mile off. That's not the case. On the wing, you've got a few little specks here and there. Like I say, a little bit of a polish would square those away. Across the lower half, the sill section, there's no nasty black stone guard half at the doors or anything like that. All nice and tidy. A few little dents and that little stone chip on the lower section of the door there. That's the driver's front door. Up the section, up the lower half, nice and tidy as you come up the top. A little bit flat in the paintwork in places. No heavy scratching around the handle at all. Even the plastics on the wing, a little bit of a scuff there, but all the plastics are nice and black. They're not grey anywhere. Sunroof model. The roof itself's all nice and tidy. No corrosion around the sunroof of that, and stay all nice and straight across the roof. Wants a bit of a polish in places where the dirt sort of gets into white cars. And there's a little bit flat here and there. Nice and straight across the driver's rear door. Tiny little bleb there at the front of the driver's rear door, and a few little stone chips which you can see on the bottom half. Up on the top half, all nice and straight, no major scratching around the handle. A little bit hazy on the paintwork, wants a polish in places. It is a little bit sun faded. And again, around the fuel cap, all nice and tidy, no corrosion there. Around the arch there, all nice and straight. All the plastics are okay as well. They're not majorly faded, no big scuffs or scrapes at all there on the right hand side. Bumper corners, lovely and tidy across the bumper corners on both sides. A little bit of a mark on the left hand side. We've got a little touch in there on the lower half. That's left hand side, that bit. Plastics are all good again. Lower sections nice and tidy. As you come up on the lights, nice and clear. Nice and straight across the tailgate itself. No rust around the lock or the wiper. Tiny little bit just starting behind the wiper. All the windows are nice and clear as well. As we come down the left hand side on the quarter, again lovely and straight on the plastics. Little bit of greyness coming through the plastics, but it wants a good polish there anyway. And again, that lower sill section, no corrosion coming through on the paint side of things that I can see. Nice and straight down the passenger rear door. As we move on to the passenger front door, again lovely and tidy across the top and bottom. No major marks around the handle. A few little stone chips on the lower half, and the odd little sort of light scratch here and there. As we come out the front wing, again a little bit faded in the paint in places. I'd like to give this one a polish just to bring that shine back. Nice and straight. We've got no corrosion around the wing again. Lovely and tidy down that left hand side. Sits nice and level as well. Onto the interior now. Door card itself is all okay. No major wear to it. Electric windows on the front. A little bit of wear to the handle and around the electric wing mirrors there. A little bit of wear to the plastic there. The door card itself's all okay though. The seat itself, a few little stains on it and the odd little mark, but we've got no rips or tears. It's all nice and firm. The cloth's all good, but it does want a bit of a steam clean in places with a few little bits of staining on there. Across the top of the dashboard, nice and tidy across the top of the dashboard. Down the centre console's all nice and standard. 5-speed manual, this one. The dials are nice and clear and easy to read. You can see that there. 48,973 showing on the clock. Headline itself, nice and clear. No damp patches around the sunroof. Into the driver's rear. Manual windows in the back, door cards all okay. A little bit of fraying to the cloth where it's sort of sagged off around the handle. Nice and tidy across the back seats, no rips or tears, cigarette burns or anything nasty in there. Have a good look at the headlining from the right hand rear as well. Into the boot now. Parcel shelf's all okay. Carpet's all nice and tidy in the boot. Lift that up, you see the spare wheel there, no big lumps of rust on the floor. All nice and straight, nice usable little Corsa this one. Left hand rear, door card itself, nice and tidy. Same thing going on here where the cloth's just sagged a little bit, but apart from that it's all nice and straight. And the seat itself, again, no rips or tears. A little bit of a mark on the front of the seat here on the left hand side, but that's not a rip or a tear or cigarette burns in that side. Into the front now, front passenger door card It's nice and tidy once again, no rips or tears. A little bit of wet at the handle and around the window switch, which is pretty standard. It is a 1997 car, please remember that. Nice and tidy across the seat, no unwanted marks on that. No rips or tears at all to the bolster. Nice and straight across the dashboard from the left-hand side. Into the engine bay now, a little 1.2 litre petrol engine. We're all nice and presentable in the engine bay. James is going to fire it up for us here. No problems at all with that. Firing into life there with no unwanted noises, smokes, rattles, bangs, anything like that. Ticking over nice and happy, not lumpy. Nice and steady away there. There you have it, the little Corsa 1.2 GLS in white, 5-speed manual petrol engine, that one.